Xiang 01, a name that might not ring a bell for most, but within certain circles, it evokes curiosity, perhaps even a touch of apprehension. This isn't your average fishing trawler, no sir. This Chinese vessel, sleek and sophisticated, belongs to a different breed. A research vessel, they call it. But as with many things in international waters, appearances can be deceiving. Launched in 2016, the Xiang 01 is a product of the Chinese Academy of Sciences, specifically their Institute of Oceanology. Now, the institute might sound like a bunch of academics obsessed with seaweed and plankton, but their brainchild is anything but mundane. Equipped with state-of-the-art technology, the vessel is a floating laboratory capable of plumbing the ocean's depths and unraveling its mysteries. But here's the rub: its very capabilities, the things that make it a marvel of maritime engineering, also make it an object of interest for those concerned about China's growing maritime ambitions. It's like giving a kid the keys to the candy store and saying, "Just have a look around, nothing to see here." You know they're going to come out with pockets full of goodies, and you're left wondering just how much they took. Let's delve into the specifics, shall we? The Xiang 01 isn't just a pretty face, it's packing some serious hardware. We're talking advanced underwater mapping systems, deep-sea submersibles, the kind that wouldn't look out of place in a James Bond film, and a suite of sensors that could probably detect a sardine blinking from space. Officially, it's all in the name of scientific research, studying marine ecosystems, charting underwater topography, the usual oceanographic jazz. But let's be real for a moment. This kind of technology has dual use written all over it. What can be used to map the seabed for scientific purposes can also be used to map the seabed for, say, military purposes. Submersibles designed to study deep-sea creatures could, hypothetically speaking, also be used to, shall we say, observe underwater infrastructure belonging to other countries. It's all a bit cloak and dagger, really, and that's where the subtle sense of humor comes in, you see. It's like watching a magician pull a rabbit out of a hat. You know something's going on, you're just not entirely sure what it is. The Chinese, of course, maintain that their intentions are purely scientific, and who are we to say otherwise? But you know, a healthy dose of skepticism never hurt anyone, especially when you're dealing with something as strategically important as the Indian Ocean. Now, India, being the astute observer that it is, has taken note of the Xiang 01's activities. The vessel has been spotted in the Indian Ocean on several occasions, sometimes a little too close to Indian waters for comfort. And while India is all for freedom of navigation and scientific exploration, it's also not naive about the potential security implications of having a vessel with such capabilities sniffing around its maritime backyard. Imagine, if you will, a scenario where your neighbor, with whom you have a slightly complicated history, decides to mow their lawn. Nothing strange about that, right? Except they've got this brand new lawnmower, top of the line, with all the bells and whistles, and instead of just mowing their lawn, they keep edging closer and closer to your property line, peering at your house with this intense look. You'd be forgiven for feeling a tad uneasy, wouldn't you? That's kind of where India stands with the Xiang 01. It's not that India suspects China of planting underwater listening devices or anything so dramatic, at least not publicly. But the trust, shall we say, isn't exactly ironclad. So India watches and waits and perhaps invests in a new sprinkler system just in case. And all the while the Xiang 01 continues its voyages, a sleek siren of the sea, its true purpose as murky as the depths it explores.